and they're going to want to debate that before the whole country. And I'm like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But that's not what they did.
That's not what they did.
You know, I mean, if those are your positions, why do you have to fool folks?
Yeah, why do you have to fool folks? Stand up, say what you believe. As I thought Joe Biden did a beautiful job on talking about women's rights to choose.
Oh yeah,
I thought he did a beautiful job. As our flip-flopping partner of Mitt Romney began to talk about how he respect everybody's rights. And in the same breath, he said, but you gonna do what I said, what we believe in, or we gonna lock your ass up. We gonna charge you with murder. Jackie, how the hell are you gonna give a egg property rights? Are they gonna pay taxes?
I have no idea. Well, you know, it could be too that what they're saying is that when a woman becomes pregnant, when an egg becomes fertilized and implanted in a woman's womb, the woman becomes the egg's property.
Okay.
Have you thought of it? Think about it, Bean. Come on now.
I mean, okay, Jackie, they are so confused, and I just, I don't know. Yeah. But I know that Joe Biden said, I'm a Catholic too.
Yes.
I believe in I believe in what the Catholic Church believes in.
Yes.
But I cannot put my religion and my beliefs off on everybody else.
That's right.
And make them do, because that's exactly what you're doing, Jackie.
Exactly what you're doing.
Now we separated.
Paul Ryan too. In reference to this abortion issue.
We separated church and state a long time ago.
He does not believe in any exceptions, and that includes the health of the mother.
Yeah.
And he has spoken on the House floor about
that. And Jackie, didn't he come up the other night and say that, except in the case of rape and.
Yeah, because that's what Romney said.
Yeah, flip-flopped on us again.
Yeah, you know, and Romney made it clear that he's the guy running for president, not Paul Ryan. So, you know, I mean, Paul Ryan, I saw an excerpt of a speech from him where he was talking about, you know, the health exception was so broad you could drive a truck through it. He didn't think there should be any exceptions, not for rape, not for incest, not for the health of the mother. So if you get pregnant and you're having a difficult pregnancy and your doctor thinks that you should abort that pregnancy, too bad. You just, you know, and the thing about it is there was also a state, I'm trying to think, a state representative in Georgia who compared women to farm animals and said that women should just stop having sex.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell was that all about, Jackie? I heard about that.
The thing that gets me about these guys is they act like they don't like pussy, don't they? Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
Punani, Jackie. Punani.
That's right. That's what you're supposed to
do. Y'all know I love it when Miss Uppity speaks and curses. Or, you know, it's more fitting for me to cuss a little bit, but I love it when Miss Uppity goes there. It is most funny.
Oh yeah, but you know, they act like, you know, I mean, if women stop having sex, what are men gonna do?
Okay, I'm chatting on Facebook, Jackie, and trying to host with you because people are glad we're back and they're already laughing and having a good time.
But that's good.
So if y'all hear my clickety click, that's my fingernails, and I'm trying to click lightly as I tell my people who's got my chats up here on Facebook, hit the player and stop trying to chat with me. Just go on and listen and let me go back and talk. Okay, y'all?
Yeah, let them listen and let them come into the chat room on the Spreaker site.
Okay, yeah, and then we can really talk to you in there.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, go ahead, Jackie.
Well, the attitude, like I said, that Ryan has is that there should be no exception. And so when he was put on the spot recently, Mitt Romney came up with, oh no, well I believe that of course there's exceptions for the health of the mother, rape, and incest. That's what Romney said.
Yes.
And so then Ryan had to toe the line. And the other thing too, when you start talking about contraception. You know, the strict, Catholic teachings also prohibit most hormonal contraception.
Mm-hmm.
But 98% of Catholic women can use
Jackie,
contraception. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You said what you said back there a minute ago, and you reminded me. As I was trying to chat and think about this thought, I didn't want to miss it, so I had to come back to it. You reminded me of Bill Maher.
Yes.
He has a special on HBO.
Yes.
And he once said, them damn Republicans, them little fuckers hate fucking, don't they? I mean, that's about all you can say. But if you throw a rock in a whole house,
oh yeah,
you're going to hit a Republican.
Oh yeah.
They are the most self-righteous,
yes,
lying,
yes,
backstabbing, scheming, no good, no hustle, baby raping some bitches I ever did know. And that's just the best way I can put it, Jackie.
Yeah, well, you remember the joke I told last time.
Yeah, Jackie, that was a really good joke. And I tried to tell it again. Tell it to me one more time. It was so good. I just thought you were fabulous with that joke.
You want me to tell the joke?
Yeah, tell that joke one more time to me. I got to get it in my head real good so I can repeat it.
Listen, I will send it to you,
okay? Okay, thank you. Now, I want to say this. Our good friend, Dave the Rave.
Yes.
I clocked in today on Facebook and started doing my usual thing, alerting people to the shows and, trying to get back in the swing of things. And I stumbled up on Dave the Rave. He wrote, "You didn't get mad when." That's what I named the topic that I read. Mm-hmm. And he started writing this topic to those who seem to be so mad at President Obama for no good reason would read this. Huh?
I just said, go ahead.
Yeah, for no good reason would read this and reflect a moment. They would say, you are right. Now, since President Obama's regime, all of a sudden, folks have gotten, hang on, let me open it up completely. Just 1 second, y'all. Let me get my eyes focused on where I was. Now, since President Obama's regime, all of a sudden, folks have gotten mad and want to take America back. Back to what? Back to where is my question. I am voting for President Obama no matter what. He should get 8 years in turn because he is changing America, and we all know why they don't like it. If Obama wasn't black, they would be praising and thanking him. Jackie, and then it went on, and I will read. I'm going to go ahead and read the rest of it, y'all. Give me 3 minutes because I thought this was so good that I took it and I made a note and I grabbed Dave's picture and put it with it and made an official ad and called it "You Wasn't Mad When." You didn't get mad when. So he goes on to say, after the 8 years of the President Bush and Vice President Cheney disaster, now you get mad. You didn't get mad when the Supreme Court stopped a legal recount and appointed a president. You didn't get mad when Vice President Cheney allowed energy company officials to dictate energy policy and push us to invade Iraq. You didn't get mad when we illegally invaded a country that posed no threat to us. You didn't get mad when we spent over $800 billion and counting on said illegal war. You didn't get mad when President Bush borrowed money from foreign sources than the previous 42 presidents combined. You didn't get mad when $1 billion in cash just disappeared in Iraq. I'll never get over that one, Jackie.
Yeah, I know.
The suitcases full of money.
Dollars in cash. I know. Who does that?
10 billion. Now, Jackie, 10 billion would fill up a football field.
Yes.
And maybe then some.
Yes.
How do you lose that kind of money?
Yes.
Just lost it.
Yes.
You didn't get mad when President Bush embraced a trade and outsourcing policies that shipped 6 million American jobs out of the country. You didn't get mad when they didn't catch bin Laden and said he didn't know where he was and didn't think about him.
Yeah.
You didn't get mad when President Bush rang up $10 trillion in combined budget and current account deficits. You didn't get mad when you saw the horrible conditions at Walter Reed. You didn't get mad when we let a major U.S. city, New Orleans, drown. You didn't get mad when we gave people who had more money than they could spend the 1% over $1 trillion in tax breaks. You didn't get mad with the worst 8 years of job creation in several decades. You didn't get mad when over 200,000 U.S. citizens lost their lives because they had no health insurance. You didn't get mad when lack of oversight and regulations from President Bush's administration caused U.S. citizens to lose $12 trillion in investments, retirements, and home values. You finally got mad when a black man was elected president and decided that people in America deserve the right to see a doctor if they are sick. Yes, illegal wars, lies, corruptions, torture, job losses by the millions, stealing your tax dollars to make the rich richer, and the worst economic disaster since 1929 are all okay with you. But helping fellow Americans who are sick, oh, hell no. And that's how he ended it, and asked y'all to please circulate this everywhere. People need to be reminded. 2012 is a good year for them to remember.
Yeah.
And I thought, dog, Dave was sitting at home and he got mad. And he wrote what I consider to be an absolutely, what did Romney call Ryan's budget? Marvelous.
Marvelous. Yeah.
A marvelous.
Yeah.
A marvelous. Jackie, would this be considered an op-ed? Is that, I
would consider it a rant.
And a damn good one.
And a very good one. That's right.
Dave, congratulations on this, baby. I had to grab it. I had to put his picture to it, and I had to copy and paste this and make it an ad, and y'all can just grab it and share it and send it around. I thought it was fantastic because this has been my thoughts, Jackie, for a very long time.
Yes.
You know, you gave Bush 8 years and you sat back quietly.
Yes. And it's not just that, B. It is also that the Republicans were not concerned about the deficit or the debt or anything.
No, and they raised the debt ceiling for Reagan and all the presidents.
And Dick Cheney so famously said, deficits don't matter.
Don't matter. That's what he said.
What? That was their attitude. And as soon as President Obama is elected, what is the first thing out of their mouth?
Okay.
The deficit. Well, Bush left that deficit.
Yeah, and they're all fiscal hawks, and they don't call Bush's name. He didn't do nothing.
No, they don't. And, that's one of the things that I loved at the debate last night. When that woman stood up and said, I'm nervous about voting for you because
however, I'm not pleased with what everything that's taking place under President Obama. I voted for him, but I blame President Bush and the Republicans for the mess we're in. And I'm confused as to who to vote for this time around. See, Jackie, I don't understand.
She was nervous about voting for a Republican.
Yeah.
That's what she told him. And so how are you different than President Bush?
And he couldn't tell her.
And, I mean, the stuff that he said was stupid.
Stupid, pimp talk. I'm
going to crack down on China. And No.
You ain't cracking down on shit. You just talked about how marvelous that factory with guards and barbed wire.
Yes.
And y'all had women sleeping 12 deep in a room.
Yes.
And 3 bunk beds high.
Yes.
12 women per room. You got armed guards on the roof and a guard tower and barbed wire fencing. And he said,